Hello everyone, this is Darius from Schalke Esports, and today I'm very excited for you guys to see our newest addition to the LEC roster, Broken Blade, choose his own personal Corsair gear. We teamed up with our main hardware sponsor, and I can already tease you that you should definitely watch until the end, because we have a big surprise coming for you then as well. But for now, Broken Blade, you finally arrived. We're super happy to have you here at the RNV Gaming House. And so now you finally get to choose your own Corsair gear. Excited?
Yeah, definitely excited. Heard a lot of good things about Corsair, so I'll be looking forward to it.
We're also going to have a special guest in David from Corsair joining us, explaining us the intricacies of the various differently colored switches, for example, but also what the differences are between their various different mouse versions. And so, to make sure that BB, of course, can get his perfect gear for him personally when he needs to play.
Hi guys, my name is David. I'm the Esports Project Specialist over at Corsair. One of the cool things about my job is I get to help players such as Broken Blade pick what products would fit best for them to succeed in their upcoming seasons. Let's go ahead and talk about key switches first. We have on hand, you have blues, reds, and speed switches, which are the silver. We'll start with blues. Blues are typically the loudest, and what makes them loud is they have a tactile bump. So when you press actually down on the key itself, you'll hear the audible click. With the reds and the speed switches, you won't feel that bump, but in return, what you do get is a faster actuation point. So when you press down on it, you actually, the keys will respond a lot faster. Players who like to spam their summoner spells, or like when they're pressing F to flash, that's one of those things that they have the ability to know when they're hitting those keys and they can spam it, which makes the speeds and reds really popular.
Okay. Of course, flash should always be the summoner spell on F. BB?
No, it's on D.
Okay, got the video.
Alright, so before obviously I talked to you, I said I like having louder switches because I just like to feel it when I'll play the enemy when I click on my buttons, and I'll probably be the one who likes the blue switches the most, since, as I said, I like it when it's louder. But I will definitely try. This is the silver switches, right?
This is great.
Great. I mean, this definitely feels not bad. As long as it's not like super quiet, it's something for me. Because I don't feel like I'm out playing an enemy if I, don't feel anything. So I definitely already I can tell you that the blue switches for me feels the best, even though they don't give me maybe the advantage to spam as much, but it obviously still works, as you can see from my gameplay. The K70.
Nice.
Nice thing about the M55 is the ambidextrous mouse. So if you are left-handed or right-handed, I know there's a small percentage of players out there that still play with the mouse in their left hand. You have that option and ability to do so with the M55. You can assign to be a right-handed or a left-handed mouse. Then you have the M65. The M65 is an interesting mouse because it's a little bit geared more towards the FPS players. It has a sniper button on the side that, when actuated, it'll actually decrease the DPI by half. So if you want more accuracy, that's kind of where it's at. What also makes it unique is it has 3 removable weights at the bottom of the mouse itself. So if you want a lighter mouse, you can actually remove those pieces out. Then we have the glaive. The glaive is probably the most traditional mouse we have in terms of shape and feel. If you are an ergonomic user where you like a mouse that kind of fits really comfortably in the hand, then the glaive is kind of your go-to. Last but not least, we have the Iron Claw. The Iron Claw also comes in a wireless format. I know players nowadays really prefer the wireless kind of feel to a mouse. What makes the Iron Claw really unique is it has 9 reprogrammable buttons. And so with that, if you have push to talks, or as mentioned before, pings and certain other things where you can kind of utilize with your side buttons and other various buttons, the Iron Claw kind of fits like a glove to most players. It's probably one where when you pick it up, it almost feels like it naturally shapes and conforms to your hand.
That was a nice take. I actually had the M55, I believe it was in mind, because I just like if it's more simple. or the Iron Claw, actually. But as you mentioned, it's actually wireless, which I really, really like. I really hate it when I have to travel, for example, to the stage, and then it feels a bit different because it's not the wiring. It doesn't feel the same at home than on stage. That's why I would probably prefer the Iron Claw. The size is just very good for me. The way it feels is good, and the best part of it, it's wireless. So that's definitely my favorite.
It's by far, I would say, one of Corsair's most iconic products, both in terms of design, but also just from what the players have praised the most, honestly. The fact that you can immediately mute yourself by just putting up the microphone, the sleek design is very, very light, and a lot of the players really, really like to use it.
As Darius mentioned, the Void line is probably the most iconic headphones that Corsair provides. What's also very different about the Void Pro line is the adjustments to the ear cups as well as the headband, so it becomes more comfortable, especially for players who are scrimming all day or playing a lot of matches. That's one of those variations where the adjustments that have made the headset really stand out.
Yeah, also for players who do use glasses like me, having this headset on, it doesn't really have a lot of pressure on your glasses, which is a really big plus for me because I play for a very long time, obviously, because I'm a pro player and I have to play. And having glasses really doesn't give you any disadvantage. It doesn't hurt at all, which I had the problem with many headsets before, and this one definitely does not have it. And you should be really, really happy to have this headset if you have glasses.
What's nice about both of them is they both come with the non-slip material at the bottom, so the mousepad's not going to move regardless with either option that you choose, but really at the end of the day, it becomes a player preference.
Personally, I do prefer the 250 because it's just, again, a simpler version of the two. They're very similar other than the stitches. I do think the stitches look very cool once you have like the right setup. They're both very great, and the stitches do look nice, so you can't be wrong with it either.
Then I would say, David, do you have anything else to add from your end?
On behalf of Corsair, we greatly appreciate you guys taking the time to include us, and I'm glad that we can help outfit Broken Blade, and best of luck in the upcoming season.
So thank you very much for your time, David. We really appreciate you explaining us all these different intricacies of the hardware we use every single day, the differences between these models. And as we teased at the start, we have a very big surprise for you guys, to everyone that watched until the end. You can win the complete set of the gear that Broken Blade just shows. We already did a giveaway with Corsair gear on Twitter. If you missed that, here's another opportunity to win some phenomenal gear. First of all, the Corsair MK70 with whichever switches you prefer. Of course, Broken Blade has his preference there. The Iron Claw, wired or wireless, again, it's up to you. Broken Blade has made his choice. We recommend going with that one as well. The MM250 mousepad, and of course, the Corsair Void, the best headset that our players have used for years now. So, if you want to win this amazing set of Corsair gear, make sure to post #WelcomeBrokenBlade in the comments. Amongst everyone, we're going to choose one lucky winner who's going to receive all of that. Besides that, we hope you learned something today regarding the hardware. And of course, we hope that you enjoyed watching, and maybe you'll be the lucky winner, and maybe we'll see you next time. But until then, bye-bye.